Hi everyone, welcome to the channel once again. If you're new here, my name is Lillian and we do reaction videos, and of late we've been doing a series of Jamaican and US. So we've been looking at different reactions between the two. And in this one, we have a good one. We are looking at school life in Jamaica vis-a-vis in America. And for sure, you know this is a good one because school systems in Jamaica and the US are completely different. And I'm sure we are going to love the different reactions to people experiencing Jamaican school system vis-a-vis the American school system. So before we jump into it, please comment in the comment section which one do you like, how do you see the two being different, and which one do you prefer. So let's get into it and watch the reactions.
Nails, children color their nails, children put on wig, put on eyelash, sometimes even pierce their nose, pierce over here in the ear, pierce their belly button, pierce other parts of their body. Some of them even have tattoos. Some of them even use other stuff too, like in terms of dressing, like heels and all that. So that's a big difference, and that difference shape you differently when you're young. Even though a lot of Jamaicans turn out to be worse than even the African Americans when it come to adulthood, but at least they were showing their natural beauty when they were a childhood, and they were teach to show their natural beauty as a child. So when they grow older, that's their choice to do what they want to do. So I'm not gonna say it do not work because it do not work for those stubborn Jamaicans, but it work for some Jamaicans for sure. Because many Jamaicans love themselves right now. They're not bleaching them skin. They love themselves naturally because they were teach in school not to wear wig, not to wear extension and all that, not to pierce all over their body, not to put on tattoo and all that. And African American never have that privilege. So many times when I see Jamaican doing some stuff, it make me take it more personal than when we see a African American do it, because I know in their school they don't really teach them how to dress, and they do not really have uniform system. They do not really teach them naturality, like to do natural instead of doing wig and eyelash and all that. So when I see Jamaican doing it the most, it more personal because you actually learn it in your school versus somebody who never learned it in their school. So that's the difference between school in Jamaica for female and school in USA for female. I'm just talking about female in this video because there's so much female out here with low self-esteem and all these problems. And it's a good look when I look back into school in Jamaica. Even though when I was younger, I was like, these are bullshit. These don't have nothing to do with education and all that. Well, you actually do, especially for black people who colonize and enslave for centuries. You actually do, and it actually work for many, and it do not work for some stubborn people who can't wait to just leave school to show that they hate themselves.
I had to stitch that comment, and let me tell you now why. So this is a 5-year-old book what them use over here. Kindergarten. Me show you right here. So see there? Kindergarten. This is how my son carried home last year. When summer gone him carry to him when they made a clean up him classroom, and him teacher show the book them and him tell her say him want it to go home with it. This also is a 5-year-old kindergarten book what Jamaica use, right? Now, look on the question them now. You're gonna ask a child, circle the number that is more. Why would you put the numbers and ask them to circle? That is no you're not give them no chance for critically think here, so no critical thinking skills are being activated here, so Because you just put the 5, put the 7. So right away, Pitney go jump and go circle this. You know, make him think, you know, make him try. So what I would do, we put 5 circle here so, you put 7 circle here so. You ask the child for circle which one is more. You have to go stop now for count everything I saw, everything I saw for see which one is more than the other. This is not critical thinking. Now look on the Jamaica book. It asks here so, John has X shells. So right away, the child have to go up here so go count all of John shell them. For see how much shell John have, for put it here so. Now watch this question. He has dash fewer coins than marbles. Critical thinking this. Because right away now, the child have to go up here so go count how much dollar kind they here so, and count how much marble they here so, for know which one is fewer, for put the number here so. That's critical thinking, that's challenging them. But when you go ask a child, circle the number that is more, you can't ask a 5-year-old this, because right away the picking you go circle 7, you not go circle 5, you not make him think, you not make him go sit and count, and the things them forget it pan him own. You literally give it to him right here so. Next example. Circle the number that is less. See it again? 9, 5. So right there again, Pitney go circle 5. Because I know 5 is less than 9. You're not giving no chance for circle, for count or nothing for see which one is more less than the other. Look on the Jamaica book question here so now. He has the smallest number of... You don't know, you know, the picking not gonna know which one of them is the smallest number, you know. So right there and then, the child have to go come up here so can count all of this, and all of this. To know which one has the smallest number. Right? So that again, you're challenging them, you're forcing them to go and do the work. You're not doing the work for them like over here, so. So y'all see why I say? Curriculum, Jamaica curriculum. Boom! Jamaica curriculum this can't match. No time to this. And this is why I say the Jamaica education system, boom done. Best.
I was having a conversation with two of my colleagues this morning, right? Sadly come to the realization that majority or 95% of the teachers currently in the classroom should not be in the classroom. And before the Jamaican community come for me, let me first outline this. I have the experience both in the Jamaican classroom and in the American classroom. And I strongly believe that Jamaican teachers are not being held accountable enough. Number 1, the way you guys go about solving problems. Number 2, the ability you guys have to belittle students every chance and get. 3, you guys be verbally abusing kids over and over and over without even recognizing that. Let's talk about Miss Johnson, for example, from Tasha School in high school. Same teacher who is now either the principal or the vice principal. She told me at 14 that I was not going to make it. To see Miss Johnson, I did. I'm a promise you right now, we're not even on the same level. They'd say a lot of children I deal with a lot of stuff at home and they're gonna bring it over to school. And if you're gonna treat them like a nobody, if you're gonna belittle them, if you're gonna verbally abuse them, you're not gonna get anything at all out of them. Come on, we say teachers are the parents away from home, but somehow know at the pain them worst nightmare. Parents, we know our kids and we know that sometimes they can be very much rebellious, but they have the right to treat them the way they want to treat them. The way Miss Johnson dealt with me when I was at Tasha School in high school, me dear myself right now to deal with one of my students them like that. Jamaican teachers be treating the students, they need to be held accountable like seriously because they are children who are going through trauma. 100 people from 100 different households with 100 different problems and 100 different personalities. We know it's hard, we know it is hard to deal with all of that, but verbally abusing them another way for go. And Miss Johnson, you have to go down because no, I was not the first and I'm definitely not going to be the last. Oh dear, no, because of qualification, somebody's still in the classroom or somebody get higher rank. Come on. I was just talking to a parent just now, a Jamaican parent. She moved her child from one school to this school that I'm teaching now, and the lady is so enthused, like she'll leave, like she's like, whatever you guys are doing here, but I love for Jamaica implement some things out of the school with me. I teach now book because, trust me, clock it, top tier. So Mr. or Mrs. Education Minister, please write over on a rule book. Verbally abused is worse than being physically abused because those words never leave us. And then not everybody's strong as me because whatever Miss Johnson told me, it motivated me to be a teacher because guess what? Me they want it for your spot. But you're lucky, Miss Johnson, I took my migraine.
Okay, we've seen different reactions to both the Jamaican and the American system. There are those for Jamaican. They say it gives children ability to critically think. It strengthens their critical thinking muscle, their curriculum, that is, vis-a-vis the American system, which is quite straightforward. It doesn't give children the ability to critically think. Well, there are those who feel also the Jamaican help children to love themselves just the way they are, because it's more stricter. They don't allow a lot of fakeness, a lot of especially for the girls, it doesn't allow them to do things like makeup when they're still quite young, to do things like extension, wear short dresses, just to help them love themselves as they are and be confident in their own skin, unlike the American system, which allows them to do whatever they want. It gives them a free runway to do whatever they want. But there are also those who prefer the American system, in the sense that it is more friendly to the child. There's no things like verbal abuse, physical abuse. The teachers take time with the children, and they're more encouraging, which help fosters confidence, self-confidence in the children. But all in all, I do believe each system has its pros and cons, and no system is perfect. No system is better than the other. They just have different pros and cons, and what works better for one child is not necessarily what will work best for the other child. So I just think it's more of highlighting the pros and trying to see how you can work with the cons, not to negatively affect your child. So there you go. It was nice having you here. Please comment, share, and give us a thumbs up. If you like the video, comment in the comment section. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you think is better? Which one do you think works best for you or your child? So till next time, see you in the next one. Bye.